Well, people gathered on Bourbon Street near the scene of the attack last night to lay flowers and crosses and to leave written tributes as a makeshift memorial. The street has now reopened and the city is trying to come to terms with what's happened. Our correspondent Carl Nasman sent this report.
The familiar sights and sounds of New Orleans have returned less than 48 hours after an attacker turned the city's streets into a crime scene. In the face of terror, music has become an act of defiance.
This is where that attack took place on New Year's Day, and this is Bourbon Street now. New Orleans is a city you can't keep quiet for long.
Investigators now say the suspect, Shamsuddin Jabbar, acted alone, driving a vehicle through a crowd of revelers and planting at least 2 explosives nearby. Authorities have given the all-clear, but Bourbon Street is filled with fresh security measures, including newly placed barricades guarding against a future attack, but too late to prevent the last one.
Everyone is a little bit on edge, I would definitely say, but I think everyone is super appreciative to be here and for everyone to still be out, even though they just went through something so traumatic.
But people just want to don't sit in their room. They want to come out. They're trying to enjoy having drinks, trying to forget things, but they have to move on,
The community's grief is visible here too. Memorials and shrines to the victims have been appearing along this boulevard. 14 roses arranged at the entrance to Bourbon Street, one for each victim. And at Thursday's Sugar Bowl, an American college football game played nearby, 57,000 fans fell silent. President Joe Biden announced he hopes to visit the city soon after being briefed by his security team.
People in New Orleans are sending an unmistakable message. They will not let this attack or the attackers' deluded ideology overcome us. We're going to continue to relentlessly pursue ISIS and other terrorist organizations where they are, and they'll find no safe harbor here.
A potential Islamic State group attack on U.S. soil could resonate across the country. Here in New Orleans, officials say they'll be reviewing security measures ahead of upcoming Mardi Gras to make sure the music can go on.
Here at the entrance to Bourbon Street, that makeshift memorial to the victims continues to grow. You can see behind me those candles there, crosses, flowers, and handmade signs announcing there will be a vigil here Saturday at 7 p.m. In the meantime, the family of the suspect has been speaking out. They've been saying that they've been struggling to really understand exactly how he could have committed an act like this. The half-brother of the suspect saying that he actually saw him about 3 weeks ahead of New Year's Day, and there was no signs that he might commit anything like what we saw in New Orleans. He actually said that his brother was considered a successful member of the family. In the meantime, investigations do continue. Authorities are closely studying the explosives that were left along Bourbon Street here, trying to determine exactly how those were made. In fact, we personally saw FBI agents just last night entering several of the establishments here, restaurants and bars, hoping to get more surveillance footage to try to determine the movements of the suspects ahead of time. Right now, as you can see, a small but significant step, traffic has returned here to Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
Carl, thank you.